So we have got some information on the secondary characters in Grand Theft Auto 6, but we can also glean some extra information from the details scattered within the screenshots as well as the trailer. In this video, we're going to have a closer look at those details for the character Brian Heder. So if you're interested in these type of videos, why not consider subscribing and let me know in the comments, and that's it. So we know that Brian is still moving product through the boatyard with his third wife Laurie, and I'm pretty sure we can see Brian's Miranda sign just here in the opening shot of the trailer too, and here you can see the back of the sign with Cal and Jason in front of it. We can see that Brian has another sign there just to the right, and we get a better look at that in one of the clips within the trailer. We can see the full description of his business, so it's Brian's Boatworks and Marina. They do boat repairs, equipment and storage. Brian isn't scared of merchandising either, as here in this clip you can see a hat sporting his logo worn by Lucia while she picks up some rubbish, and here you can see Cal sporting the top while he is at work in the boathouse. The plane in this scene here also has the logo on the side of it also. I'm not sure if that is Brian on the left, but that does look like Cal and Jason lifting some luggage, and then we have a third helper there on the right. I'm pretty sure this is the guy here. We see him in a few other screenshots. We can see him here standing behind Brian, and again here playing pitch and putt with Cal. The marina is probably a front. We can see here a picture of Brian giving the unknown man a bit of lip and showing him the product. And you can see that this again is in Brian's dock and marina. We can also see that even though he's wearing the same shirt as he did in the opening of trailer 2, that he does have a different watch. So he likes obviously to splash his cash via the watches. You can also see on his left hand he has a tattoo that just says DRI. I'm not 100% what that means, but I do know that he has another tattoo on his right hand saying love, L-O-V-E. I believe he has two swallows on the back of his hands, and it looks like an eagle tattoo on his right arm. I guess the reason I was checking tattoos was to see if he had some sort of gang affiliation, like maybe he was in a biker gang or something when he was in his youth. We also know that Brian has some other properties around Leonida, as he tells Jason that he has other tenants who pay for their rent.
Seriously, dude, you got some time on your hands. I got some properties with paying tenants.
The implication here is that Jason is living rent-free in one of Brian's properties. We also kind of get the feeling that Brian and Jason have a much more friendly relationship as opposed to just purely business.
See you, Brian. Love you, Jason.
So there is a chance here that Jason and Brian would have known each other a long time. Maybe even Jason knew Brian before he went to the military, and when he came back out, John Brian still had some work for him that he could do. As for his wife Laurie, we don't know a huge amount about her, except that she is his third wife, and according to this clip here, she isn't scared to get her hands dirty also. It also looks like Brian is not afraid to get his hands dirty either, as in this clip it looks like it is Brian manning the gun while Jason is flying the helicopters. This area looks like it's up in the grasslands, which isn't too far away from Leonida Keys, which also looks like they're there in this shot also, so maybe his business stretches from Leonida Keys into the grasslands. So let's look at everything we know about Brian so far. It looks like that he has a bunch of properties in around Leonida Keys. It looks like he has a marina where he does some legitimate business, but also runs a bit of product through there. It looks like that he has 3 people at least that he is hiring, which are Cal, Jason and the unnamed guy, and he also is married to his wife Laurie. We also know at some point in the story he is going to inform Jason that some people, probably cops, have a lot of details on him.
They got your name, address, they got everything.
Now, whether that means that Brian's business has been compromised by the cops, or Brian has a inside man that has fed this information to him. Either way, I can't wait to find out in the story. One last thing about Brian is in his official artwork that he has, it looks like there is some sort of plot on the map in front of him. I'm not sure if this is an accurate representation of the map for GTA 6, but it does look like he might have had planted some stuff around the map or is kind of keying out a little area to find stuff. Either way, that's everything we know so far about Brian Heder in GTA 6. If I've missed anything, please let me know. I'm very curious to find out more. And if you like this kind of content, why not consider subscribing and leaving a comment, as that will kind of help me out and let me know that's this kind of content you want to see. As always, massive thanks to everyone who supports this channel, especially to the members. You guys are awesome. Alright people, catch you again.